Good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. I am going to do a spread I just made up for the Balsamic moon, the waning crescent. I am going to use Materia Prima deck again. And I'm asking where to surrender, what needs a reckoning, and what's driving my ego. Bottom and the top some more, a bit more. Where to surrender, what needs reckoning, and what's driving my ego. I'm just gonna leave those like that. Excuse me, need a drink. And I hope my alarm doesn't shut me down. Where to surrender? Molybdenum. I should turn up the lights. There we go. Molybdenum. Let's take out these from yesterday. Molybdenum. Transition metals. Molybdenum. Page 71. Transition metals. MO. Gratitude, simplicity. Excuse me. Gratitude, simplicity, humble, resourceful, practical, frugality, little molybdenum, this diminutive youth, holds the secret to all of life in her tiny hands. And what does this small creature tell us? That being little is a wonderful thing. We hardly need any of this element in our body, yet that tiny amount sustains us for life. All life on this beautiful planet needs a little bit of molybdenum, not just humans, as its ability to utilize nitrogen to process proteins is vital to our existence. And it does this with such graceful economics that we hardly notice it. We do not have to search furiously to replenish it, or fear not having enough of it. We have enough. We all have enough. We were born with enough. Everything we need is already here and already inside us. We have enough. Everything we need is already here and already inside us. And that is a big, mighty thing. And next we have bromine, whatever, however. Bromine. Yes. Halogen, bromine 163. Excuse me, I still have so much crud. Halogens, bromine, iodine, bromine, halogen. Oy vey. I get so messed up like this. What needs a reckoning? Ego. Unreliable. Unpredictable. Rash. Insecure. Susceptible. Redemptive. a reddish-brown ordinary, contributing architect to life, quietly traveled the world for eons, helpful and protective, but deliberately removed. He knew his mysterious origins well and understood the power of his inheritance's offensive essence. His was a simple, productive, monastic life until a bright light shone suddenly on Bromine. Extraordinary attention and false praise inflated him and led him to abandon his natural established order. Without a backward glance, he left his familiar ground for the excitement of the new, the thrill of a cheering crowd. Fire tamer, painter of royalty, Bromine began to feel superior and embarked on a steep and forbidden road that brought about a troublesome existence. In his new hazardous life, his sensitivity to light scorched the sky. Suddenly ashamed of his foul toxicity, he reveled in poisons. His entire way of life changed. He was becoming forever someone else, walking a forbidden path as if in a dream. And then, all of a sudden, his moment of greatness was gone, leaving him a frustrated artist whose magnificent purple robes cloaked, suffering over a growing sense of obscurity. To be forgotten is brutal. Excuse me. To be invisible, ignored, and cast aside is an excruciating state of non-being. Bristling at his sudden backward status, Bromine sulked in the darker part of his nature. A deep reddish-brown gas filled the gloom around him, clouding his thoughts, sinking him into a seemingly fatal destiny. In his troubled dreams, he glimpsed the pure, life-giving legacy of his birth. His soul was there, and it longed to return to this occult world of heartful, gentle activity. Slowly, shyly, hope emerged, and being politely reopened the door. Being myself. Everything is slippery. Tungsten. 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 Which metal is that in? Technetium. Tantalum. Titanium. baseball. 73. All right, next to molybdenum, tungsten, or wolfram is what it was first called. W, distortion. What's driving my ego? Distortion. Corruption. Oh, I wrote this backwards. Oh well. Violence. Let's see, let's try to keep this from wiggling around on me. Misuse. Opportunity lost. FOMO. Excuse me. I have had an indigestion-y tummy. It's been a nuisance. Tungsten's folkloric beginnings. A foaming wolf goblin devouring large amounts of tin as it enters the world, prefiguring the beast's shadow that fell upon man's consciousness when he singularly awakened it from heavy stone at the dawn of the 20th century, reinvented as a penetrating weapon of mutilation. Tungsten's early history is forced destruction that darkened the startlingly beautiful, perfectly developed truth of the living world from which it came. A truth that found strength in the language of creation and balance, the higher aspects of life's expression, rewarding with creative affirmation that deepens with a calming sense of wholeness. Well, let's just think on all of this tonight while I'm sleeping, which is my usual go-to. Let's get a little bit closer look. We've got molybdenum, bromine, tungsten, and my just notes, nothing really cryptic today. Stay safe, Peace. Love you all. Toodles.